Get ready for a battle of titans! Round 1, ready, go! An exciting bout from round 1. Earn to fight. Ready? Go! Super KO! Player 2 wastes no time evening the score. Reach for the top. Ready? Go! Only their anchor remains. Viva Mexico! Reach for the top. Ready? Go! Who is going to take the win? Final round. Ready? Go! All eyes are on that fierce fight! Winner!
ここまで私に傷を負わせるとはユウもやるではないか。